That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. He'll run it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Looking for a crease to the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again, 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Aggies will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Back open in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. This next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Movement here from the tight end. Comes out throwing on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Across the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fires downfield. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running to the left. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Illinois 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground. He's got it again. Plows through the defense. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Using his feet to buy time. They're working that left side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone? Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Aggies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. It's caught. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's Hester. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly.
Racing down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On second down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Defense in press coverage. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggie! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well,
Great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Hester. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with the first down. Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Rourke. Buying some time as he moves left. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Illini. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Quarterback extends the play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw
the freshman able to get home with the sack.
What a big-time moment for the defense there. 2nd and inches. Everyone's thinking they're going to run the football, but they don't get fooled. They're able to sack the quarterback. Now it sets up 3rd and long, and you're thinking defensively, we're one more play from getting off the field potentially.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
On 4th down, going to the air. They're trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Going to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, looking to pass. They Got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Fakes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. He'll fire to his right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, bro, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Got his man.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on third down. Fires left.